Hello, good morning. This is Ananda, and welcome to the start of this week's series of 10 o'clock London time meditations. So I hope that you all had a really good weekend. So we're going to, as you can see, the gongs are behind, and we're doing something a little bit different from last Friday. We're going to have the back of the gongs facing the video and facing the phone, which will record the sound, the video and the sounds, because I found that when you have when I have my back and the plate surface of the gong facing the mics, you could really hear the mallets, which is fine. However, I found that it slightly detracts from the overall effect and the overall sort of wash of sound. So we're doing it this way. As you can see, the stand is right behind me and it's the back of the gong. So you won't see me at all. You'll just see the gong moving or swaying or whatever it does. So in order to get an idea of what we would like, what we need to work on, or what Spirit would like us to be aware of, I'm using Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of Avalon cards. She was supposed to come to London, I think, soon, or maybe the dates passed, but of course with everything which is going on in isolation, there's no movement really, which is a pity, because I was hoping to attend it. And her decks are really brilliant. So tomorrow we will probably have one of her latest decks, which is the Good Tarot. But today we've got Wisdom of Avalon. So let's see what Spirit would like us to be aware of, or would like us to pay attention to. Okay? They're gorgeous cards. Okay. Ah! Okay. A few things. Things falling out. So I think we have two cards. One's a fairy card, and the other one is the serpent. Here we are. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's in with the leaves of a tree. Now I know that according to the Bible, the serpent is one of the embodiments of Satan or of the devil, which is a pity, because if you think about all animals, they've all been created by God or by source or whatever, and they all have different energies. And snakes are amazing when you see them moving across land. They've got their bellies on the ground or in the branches, I suppose, depending on what type of snake it is and where it is. I think I'm thinking about the amazing snakes in the desert, and the way they move so quickly is quite an interesting pattern that they make, and interesting movements that they make, and they clear short distance in quite a small period of time, because they're so efficient in their movements. So I really like snakes, and I enjoy handling them as well when I can. I handled a python and corn snakes, and they're amazing. The way they just look at you, it's like, I see you. And the consciousness is it's just really old, grounded, really old and grounded. That's all I can come up with. But this is about knowledge and healing. This card is knowledge and healing. So don't shy away from knowledge and healing coming from the most unexpected places. That's kind of what I'm getting. Perhaps you might get something else, because you might think snake. Convince Eve to give Adam the apple. Yes, okay, evil. No, not in my book. Not evil. So Good morning, Ella. And so I think that like in some cultures, dragons are evil. St. George slaying the dragon. But in the Chinese culture, the dragons are very helpful, very useful, and they're not necessarily curled around a huge pile of gold, diamonds, and jewels. Even though I do find that there's a lot of dragon energy in the elements. So knowledge and healing. Keep an open mind as to where this comes from. The most unexpected places, the most unexpected sources. Okay? And then we have another card, the Water Fairy. And this is about feelings and emotions. Flowing with them, allowing them to rise, acknowledging them. So perhaps we've just come past a new moon, so we're moving towards a full moon, which will be around next week. Yeah, 14-day cycle. So with I think where the knowledge and the healing, the subsequent healing, it's going to be unexpected, and it might bring up quite a lot of emotion. It might bring up a bit of shadow. It might bring up some joy. Wonderful. It might clear things for you, or so that you can just move on to more knowledge, more healing. Yeah. So they're very, very interesting cards, and she's got lotuses in her hair, and they're lotus pads on the surface of the water, and she has what looks like very, very lovely, delicate green wings. I'm also getting, if you can get out in nature or do some planting, I'll be doing some planting with the biodynamic cycle for the northern hemisphere. I think it starts start of April, either end of this week or next week. I have to check. But that's kind of what I'm getting as well. Planting new seeds, for what you want to create. Okay, so we're almost 10 minutes into this, so I want to just start with the gong bath. So if you'd like to lie down and get comfortable. Okay, so the sound might come slightly differently because I've got the back of the gongs facing us, but just go with it, and I'll see how we manage tomorrow. Okay, so all of these videos will be downloaded, which is why I've got the video, my phone videoing and recording as well. They'll be downloaded onto YouTube, and you can access it anytime you want. Okay, so if you'd like to just pay attention to your breath and slow it down, take a few deep breaths. And slow it all down. And if you have an idea or a color has popped up in your mind, or you see colors, and wonderful. Imagine yourself surrounded by that color. It's all around you, it's seeping in through all your subtle bodies. Seeping in through all the subtle bodies, and you're helping it to enter your physical body and the rest of your bodies as well by breathing it in. So on the in-breath, bring in this light. You can imagine bringing it through your crown, and it's liquid, this liquid light that's going down the chakras into your brain as well, the face, the back of the neck, the skull, into the throat, all the glands, pituitary, pineal, thyroid, into the throat, and into the ha-ha, thymus gland, very important for your immunity. We'll work with it. Sometimes tapping it stimulates your lymph system. And into the heart chakra. And let's ask the angels to balance our lower chakras, because we're going to continue now with the gong bath. And I don't want to spend further time bringing the light down. So we just ask the angels to help us to balance and activate our lower chakras at the same time. Okay, and just relax. And this is the Stardust gong, which has got quite a lovely kind of bright and jolly sound. hear some sounds in the background. It's just my dog. He's sitting behind the computer and the phone. You might have heard him slurping. So now, what I'd like you to do is begin to pay attention to your breath and also be aware of all the physical sensations your body is giving to you. So feel your back on the bed or on your sofa and feel how cool or how warm it is. And you can hear the sound of my voice. Perhaps you might have a taste in your mouth as well. And feel the clothes on your skin. So with every breath that you take, you're connecting more strongly to your body, and your body is always grounded in the now movement. Oh, that's king. So keep breathing and keep grounding, keep becoming more present. You can imagine growing roots from your whole body, not just from your feet. And they're going down to the light core or the solid core, whichever works for you, whichever your intuition guides you to connect to. So connect to the earth, that which gives us sustenance and supports our form and in our incarnation here. So keep breathing deeply, keep breathing in, paying attention to each and every breath you take in and each and every breath you release as well. And you may want to express some gratitude for all the wonderful oxygen that we bring in with each out breath and how it nourishes all our cells, all the trillion cells in our bodies. And on the out breath, where we just release whatever we need to release, carbon dioxide, some old stuff. And if you are releasing any old stuff, imagine it being transmuted into gold light. So whatever it is, grief, sadness, anger, it's not going to affect anyone else. It'll just be transmuted. So I hope that really helped you. And each day we will have a 20-minute odd gong bath. I give one-on-one sessions, and we can do this over Skype, and I will record it, and you will get a recording of the sound work and any gong and chimes that we use as well, and so you can listen to it anytime you need to. I'm just going to sign this last chime. So with each breath, you're becoming more and more present. You feel all the sensations your physical body is giving to you. And it draws you back into the space where you started to listen to the gongs. So you might want to wriggle your toes and wriggle your fingers. And remember to keep breathing. You might want to stretch a little bit, get your body moving. That helps as well to ground. Make sure you drink enough water. If you'd like to leave a donation, that'd be wonderful. You can do it through PayPal to my email address, and I'll pop it down anyway. It'd be most helpful and I'll be most grateful. But they are free anyway. So you might like to place your hands over your eyes before you open them, and then you can open your eyes behind your hands. Then you can just gradually open your fingers, letting a little bit of light in, and then when it feels right, you can remove your hands. Hello to all of you. We're actually at the end of this meditation, but I'll be downloading it onto YouTube on my channel. It takes about an hour to download, I'm afraid. It's really slow, but you can then listen to it anytime you want. So I've got quite a few meditations and transmissions on my YouTube channel. You can watch them and listen to them as much as you like, and they're all free. Just subscribe perhaps, and then you get a ding whenever I download anything new onto it. But hello guys, nice to see you. So thank you very much. So the rest of the week there will be a gong bath, and I hope that you're supported in gaining the knowledge that you need today, and also being open to receive whatever healing it brings, and allowing all your emotions and your feelings to come to the surface if needed, and to flow, taking care of yourself. Yeah, taking really, really good care of yourself. So that's eating well, getting rest, talking to whoever you need to talk to, meditating. Okay, so thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow at the same time at 10 o'clock London time. Love you all and take care. Bye for now.